What's up guys, TJ here. It is almost the end of September already. We got Labor Day weekend sales going on, which is the biggest preseason sale of the year. And if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that I do this video every single season to try to help give you some ideas and save some time. And the way that I like to do it is to try to only highlight gear that I have personal experience with and that still has deep inventory remaining. So not just like random sizing available. We got a lot of great boards to talk about today. And if you want to check any of these things out, I'll have it all linked down below this video so it's easy to find. And if you are doing any shopping, you can use those links to support the channel absolutely for free. So that is always appreciated. Let's jump into this video. All right, to start the video off, we got the Lobster Haldor Pro going for $200 off and still available in pretty much every size. If you guys are unfamiliar, Lobster is Battalion's sister company, so they share a lot of the same technology. They're gonna be full positive camber, giving you that energetic, powerful feel, but have uplifted contact points on the sides of the board in the nose and tail. It's called triple base technology. So it gives you that energy, but is still very catch-free and forgiving. The Haldor Pro is gonna be like a higher end park board, very versatile, very capable snowboard. I had a lot of fun last time I rode it. And there's actually a lot of Lobsters going for a big discount right now. Another one I wanted to highlight was the Airmaster. I didn't get a chance to try this one. I really wanted to last year, but I wasn't able to get my hands on it. So hopefully some more reviews on Lobster this season, but definitely check that out if you're a fan of Battalion or if you've had a chance to ride some Lobsters before. We've also got a classic from Lib Tech. I know a fan favorite. We've got the Lib Tech Orca. There's a lot of Libs on sale as well. The Orca had to put in here because every size from 44 to 59 is still available and it's going for over $200 off. So if you like that board, you're a fan of that shape, you want something volume shifted, carby, a lot of tech built into it like magnet traction and something that's going to float well, co-branded with Travis Rice, of course. That's always a good one to check out, plus many other Libs on Evo right now. We've got some Roams as well. I was able to test the 2025 version of the snowboard, so you can expect a review on that coming up on the channel before too long. Really fun, powerful snowboard, very freestyle friendly, traditional camber, and pretty versatile. It's has a slightly directional design to it, but very park and freestyle friendly. But just a really solid all mountain snowboard. So check that one out. Also comes in some great wide sizes. If you have a larger boot size, Roam as a brand does a very good job making their wide boards very wide. So if you struggle with heel or toe drag, that could be something to check out. Same thing for Battalions if you see any of those on sale this weekend. We got a couple Arbors I want to talk about as well. So we got like a more entry-level snowboard from Arbor right here called the Formula Rocker. I did a review on this one last season. This is just a very simple, easy to control snowboard, slightly directional rocker profile, very easy to turn, very easy to maneuver, pressable as well. So it's a lot of fun for butters and more jibby rail tricks if you're into that. And it has Arbor's grip tech, which I think is a great differentiator from other entry-level snowboards, which is like added contact points right under your feet to help bite down if you end up riding on some icy snow. So a great entry-level snowboard to check out if you're looking for something like that, going for under $300 right now, looking like $270 for the Labor Day sale. Another one from Arbor, we got the Westmark Camber. I also reviewed this one last year. One of my favorite all-mountain freestyle snowboards, just gives you that nice, energetic, powerful camber feel. Has the grip tech, it's a true twin, and just a nice, versatile board from Arbor going for over $200 off as well this weekend. All right, next we have the GNU Headspace, pretty much available in every size, going for about $175 off. This is a fun one. It's got their C3 camber profile, so it's going to give you that positive camber feel. It also runs like a mellow magnet traction for some more all-mountain versatility and some firm conditions if you find yourself out on something like that. More mid-flexing, just versatile park board. I rode this one for a whole season several years ago, and it's one that stands out as just a fun all-around park board with some nice all-mountain versatility as well. There's some other GNUs online going for a pretty sweet deal this weekend as well. So take a look around, but I wanted to highlight this one specifically. Next up, we have some Capitas. There's a surprising amount of Capitas available right now. Lots of good sizing available still. I wanted to start this off with the Capita Navigator, one of my favorite boards on the lineup, at least as far as their directional boards go. I think the unique thing about the Navigator is that it's actually quite playful. So it's still very pressable. It's easy to control. It's not like an intimidating snowboard, but it's going to be fun to carve. It's going to give you that benefit in soft snow, and it has a lot of other great tech built into it as well. A lot of other boards in the Capita lineup I'll run through real quick. So on Evo, a couple others. We got the Ultra Fear in really good sizing available, going for $150 off. We also have the Outsiders, which is like their high-end Park Twin, still available in most sizes, going for $180 off. I know a lot of you guys are a fan of that board. I also checked out Christie Sports and found the Super DOA going for 30% off. So that's like $225 off, which you pretty much never see. Not all the sizes available, but still 56 and 58, which I know a lot of you guys are going to want to jump on. It's actually going to be my personal board for the year, one of my all-time favorite snowboards, just a super versatile twin, so much great tech built into it, and just really going to be fun anywhere that you take it on the resort while still being very freestyle and park friendly. Lightweight as well. And surprisingly enough, the DOA is still available in size 150 through 58. All those sizes are available in 2 centimeter increments. So probably your favorite size you're going to find there. 30% off as well, going for under $400 for the DOA, which is one of the most popular snowboards in the world. I know a lot of you guys are a fan of that one. We are going to have an updated review on the DOA and the Super DOA, the Navigator, the Mercury, a lot of Capitas coming out this season. So if you are looking for Capitas, we got a few really popular ones going for a good deal right now. All right, next up we have the Ride Twin Pig available in a ton of sizes. I spent a whole season on this snowboard as well. I took it all over the world, rode it in Australia, rode it in Chile, rode it in Colorado. If you're a fan of those volume shifted boards and you're looking for a volume shifted twin, this board has some nice width to it and you can size down on it. So it's not super aggressive. It's still like a pretty fun all around park board, but it has some extra width for some deeper carves or to help you out if you do have a bigger boot size. And if you are a fan of the Pig series, we got the classic War Pig going for a good deal as well. Also available in good sizing. Just wanted to throw that one in this video as well. And I think that was it for the ride boards for this video, but there's a few more. We got a couple Salomons. This one I was stoked to find, the Super 8 Pro. I reviewed this one with Snowboard Mag last year. Really fun, carvy, directional shape. And it's very light and not a super intimidating, overbearing snowboard either. It's still a pretty approachable board, not too hard to control, carves very well, has the directionality and the width to help you float in powder in softer conditions. You can size down on this one as well, and just has a lot of great premium tech built into it, going for sub 500 right now. So pretty sweet deal on the Super 8 Pro. Another awesome one from Salomon I found is the Huck Knife Pro, fan favorite, incredible snowboard, very lightweight, just premium top of the line park board on the Salomon lineup, very energetic, fairly stiff and aggressive snowboard, so it's definitely more of an advanced one, but it has a lot of great tech built into it, a lot of carbon, great poppy, snappy snowboard with a lot of stability as well. So if you're a fan of the Huck Knife or the Huck Knife Pro, we got it in 53, 56, and 59 right now. Also got a Never Summer on the list. We got it in 53 and 56, the Proto Slinger, very fun one on the Never Summer lineup. It's like a more playful park twin. Gonna be overall reverse camber dominant, but has that kind of wavy camber profile from Never Summer. So you got some camber zones underfoot to give you a little bit more power and energy out of it. But overall, a nice versatile park board that's poppy and pressable and just a great one for really anything freestyle. All right, we got a few more boards on the list before we get into some other gear. Ending this list on some Burtons. So we got the Grill Master, which is actually one of my favorite boards in the Burton lineup right now. It does have a little bit of extra width to it to allow more deeper carves. And it's just a fun all-around snowboard. It has a directional shape to it. It's going to give you a little bit of a benefit in soft snow, but still very freestyly. It was Designed by Mark Grillo. So it's kind of like a Rad Dad board and just a great tribute to that man. It's on their family tree line, so typically a little bit of a more expensive board, but going for sub 500 right now. Just a great versatile all-arounder from Burton. Very freestyle friendly while still giving you the benefits of a directional snowboard. We've also got the Family Tree 3D Deep Days. I spent a ton of time on this snowboard in Japan the season before last. And this board punches above its weight when it comes to powder. I rode it in a 154 and it floated super well. I rode it in some of the deepest days I've ever had in Japan, and it was so much fun. It is a surprisingly playful snowboard, so be aware that it does have a pretty soft flex. It's amazing in powder, but if you take it on the resort on some more firm conditions, it's definitely going to have that more pressable, playful feel to it. And a couple more from Burton I thought you guys might be interested in to round things out is the classic Burton Custom. Still got a ton of sizing left on this one, going for about $200 off. And the Burton Instigator, which is another solid entry-level snowboard, just something to learn the fundamentals with, get you on your feet, very easy to control, gonna have that pressable feel to it, going for sub 300. And that's it for the boards on this list, but I got a few other things I wanna share with you guys, because this weekend is honestly a great time, not only to pick up snowboards, but bindings, goggles, gloves, and socks, really anything that you need. So let's get into a little bit more here. First, we got some Union on sale. We got the Flight Pro, which already comes in at an amazing price point at $180, but today going for $125. All the colors, all the sizes available. This is going to be a softer, more playful binding, but it is very, very light. So if you're looking for that, that's a nice benefit, but definitely a more entry-level binding. We've also got the Union Ultra. Spent a lot of time on this binding. It is really great all-around freestyle binding. Going to give you some nice tweakability, but the big standout with the Ultra is how damp and cush it feels. It's a very, very comfortable binding, but still a fairly decent all-arounder if you're a more freestyle focused rider. I'm personally riding the Force right now, but I did spend 2 whole seasons on this one, really every condition, and had a great time on it. And the last binding I want to highlight is the Union Charger Splitboard binding. I think there's a lot of great arguments on why you should get this one over some other brands. Primarily, though, that it's made out of the same material as a traditional binding, so it gives you that same comfortable, responsive feeling that you'd expect from your normal bindings on your split board. And it is a pinless system on the Charger. Normally $500, going for $350. This is my split board binding that I use. But yeah, if you're on the market for something like this is a pretty sweet deal to scoop one of these up. All right, next we have a couple goggles. I actually ran this specific pair of goggles most of the time last season. They're on the shelf right here behind me. Dang Shades, based out of Utah, Chris Beresford's brand. If you want to support, a snowboarder owned and operated brand that's still relatively small and packs in a lot of value. I mean, this goggle is $120, and you can actually use code BOARDARCHIVE to get 10% off of that. Great budget goggle, still good quality, and it comes with a bonus lens as well. But the best goggle deal going right now by far is the Dragon PXV. This is one that I've highlighted for years. It's a great, it's like a, what do they call it? It's a toric lens, so it's like a blend between cylindrical and spherical. I think they look good, and with Dragon you're going to get that LumaLens technology, so it's like that color optimization. You're going to get a bonus lens, and for this particular colorway, $65. But there's several other options, several other colors going for sub 100, so that's something to check out as well if you need new goggles. If you want something high-end, some of my favorite goggles out there are the Anand M4s. So they got the cylindricals going for $214, so a little over $100 off. It's pretty tough to find these going for any kind of a discount, and I think it's only on some colorways, but if you are looking for a very high-end, nice goggle, the M4s are going for a bit of a discount this weekend. And then the last couple things I wanted to highlight were some mittens. The Evo Felsen mitt were the ones that I ran last year. Actually ran the black colorway. We got a few options going on. It looks like the camo is going for $40. Just an inexpensive, solid mitten. It's got a lot of leather going around the mitt, and it has a synthetic upper right here. It's got a reinforced little pull tab on the wrist. It's got the fleece thumb, so you can wipe your goggles a little bit easier. For $40, I think they're a great mitten. I wore them all season, even on the coldest days, all the way into spring riding. Nice, versatile kind of mid-weight mitten there for you. And then, of course, it's a good time to pick up some socks. I just linked these stand socks here, but there's a ton of great socks available going. Specifically, merino wool socks is what I recommend, just to give you those extra benefits. More comfortable. They're going to wick moisture very well, and they're not going to get smelly really fast either. So if you are on a trip and you can't wash your socks, got to wear them for a couple, 2-3 days, merino's good to have in your board bag. All right, that's it, guys. I tried to make this a relatively quick video. Hope you guys got some value and helped cut through just the abundance of gear that's out there right now. And again, if you are doing any shopping this weekend, you can use the links down below to help support the channel for absolutely free and also make it easier to find everything that I talked about. So I appreciate you guys. We got a lot coming to the channel this year. We've been working really hard over the summer and really since the beginning of the year. So stay tuned for some announcements coming to the channel. Videos are rolling out through September onward for the rest of the winter. So I'm excited to share what I've been up to with you guys. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you in a new video soon. Take care, guys.